Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. As you can see, because of the wind and rain and a lot of other factors, a lot of other factors, we are not unsettled, we are puzzled. For example, he doesn't pick up calls, he picks up calls without the phone ringing. So it's a weird trio that we have got. But the first things first, you did ask about the handshake. Directly to Harmanpreet Kaur. Of course, Harmanpreet Kaur from India and Fatima Sana from Pakistan came for the press conference. First things about the handshake. So you asked her about the handshake. What did she say?
She actually didn't answer. I mean, asked her a direct question. I said, look, India, Pakistan is always political.
Yeah.
India, Pakistan, whatever it is, kids cricket also will be political.
Yeah.
You know, there is a political backdrop. It will always have that larger macro story. So last several months from September onwards, we have seen no handshake. Starting with the Asia Cup, the Women's World Cup, which you both covered in Sri Lanka, then the Men's T20 World Cup, no handshake. What's the talk? Is there talk of handshake? No handshake? What has changed? The moment I started asking the question, she had a smile on her face. And she said, all we are doing is focusing on cricket. And she said it 5-6 times. We are focusing on cricket, talking only cricket. We are doing only cricket. But handshake is also part of cricket. She didn't answer. But if you ask me, she kept talking, saying we are only focused on cricket, we are only focused on cricket and talking only about cricket. So my understanding or interpretation is nothing has changed, no handshake. That's what my understanding and interpretation is based on what Harmanpreet Kaur said. If there is handshake, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Maybe Harmanpreet Kaur and Co can just do namaste and walk off. It keeps our tradition. It keeps our tradition going while you do not unnecessarily need to engage in such political banter. Anyway, handshake, no handshake. From handshake, no handshake to Fatima Sana, no Fatima Sana.
Yes, I think good news for Pakistan fans. I think whatever we have seen, though she looked a little bit of limping, but it's not looking that much of serious.
Yeah.
I think she's going to play, and I think in that 12 p.m. That 5 p.m. live also. Yes, 5 p.m. live also. I think we're discussing that she will.
Okay, our 12
Yes,
our 12:30, no? Our 12:30.
Yeah, 12:30. Yes.
We are all going crazy about the time zones. I'll tell them a story before you continue. Boryada, you should also listen to it. Today afternoon, we were checking today morning, we were checking our schedule. So schedule is written because our company is based in India, right? The schedule is written India time. We were talking, we are seeing our time and we're like, why should this copy go at 2 p.m. when the match will already start? What is this schedule that we have made? But yes, the Indian time and this time is just completely mixed up. But Boryada, on Fatima, she did look a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Having said that, it don't look terribly uncomfortable to be in a situation where it goes to her not playing. But in these conditions, and I'm repeating this like a parrot, but in these conditions, overnight, the pain will increase and the swelling has to increase. That ball hitting you will increase. What I loved though was Fatima's spirit. Somebody obviously asked her the question and she says, yes, Aisha hits it hard. So, it's a regular thing in the nets for the bowlers. But what did you reckon?
See, both of us saw her together. In fact, when she was getting into the team bus.
Yeah, exactly.
And from what I understood, firstly, there was no ice. There was no pack. There was nothing like that. She was limping
Also
a tad. Nothing. No tape, nothing. So because of that, you kind of understand that it's not that serious. Having said that, yes, she was limping a tad. But clearly, leader, captain, and like you said in our 5 p.m. India show, that for Pakistan, this is their World Cup final.
Yeah.
If for India, no. India has to beat Australia, South Africa. India is thinking of making the semi-finals, finals. For Pakistan, if they somehow beat India, World Cup is won. Mohsin Naqvi will, give each of them a yacht. So it is that big a game for them. So for Fatima Sana, this is the match to play, and she will push herself. And honestly, while she was limping a tad, I didn't see that as too serious because there was no tape, no icing, nothing. She was walking on her own. Exactly.
She was walking with a cup of coffee in her
with a
hand,
cup of coffee, and she was taking no help from anyone to walk and all of that. So I don't see Fatima Sana having a problem.
Absolutely. And before we continue, let me give you a practice session update because there are extremely innovative practice. There's extremely innovative practice going on. No, it's a joke. It's just that Smriti came out to bat with Jemmy. Initially, they were knocking for a longish time, and Deepthi was bowling. I did not see Charni bowling though. I did see Deepthi, Sriyanka bowling. But if you honestly ask me, I don't think Charni is missing out just because she was not bowling. Also, half of the practice is done. So when we go back, we might see Charni bowling. Everybody is here. So everybody is obviously raring to go and fit to go. Shafali batted after that. It's pretty much a regular net session for India. I did not see Charni bowling, but of course Charni a sure shot in the playing 11. In India's best playing 11, Snehashish, if I had to ask you, who are the sure shot and who are going to be rotated? You think what would be your list? Sure shot first.
The sure shot ones, your top six batters, and then two spinners, Shriyanka and Charani. I think these
Oh, you
eight
think
players.
Sriyanka and Charni are?
Yes, I
Oh.
think for me, the way Shriyanka has bowled, I think in the Australia tour, and then you can see in the South Africa tour also, and then in England, even in the warm ups, I think she has been fantastic. Even if you can remember in yesterday's practice session, the way she was bowling, she was looking very good rhythm. So for me, I think Shriyanka and Charani has been superb consistent also. So I think both of them should play no matter whatever the combination that you are thinking. So the top six batters, obviously, Smriti, Shefali opening, then Yastika, Jamie, Harman, and obviously Richa is there. Six. See, I think Deepti is also a constant one. So,
Shriyanka,
then
Charani.
9 players for me. All the team. I have just said.
You have just basically said
Yeah,
these are
only left for the pacers. The spot left for the pacers.
Yes.
So I think both Charani and Shriyanka should play. And see, I think we have said this several times that spinners will come into play no matter of what. You see, I know different venue, but see in Manchester,
Yeah.
in the Scotland versus Ireland game, spinner did the job for Scotland, even for South Africa. Also,
Malaba was good.
Malaba was good. Chloe Tryon was also bowling economically. So I think overall spinners will come good, and for India it has been the biggest strength for them. So let's see how they come up with their plans. But for me, I think Shriyanka and Charani should get a place.
Boria, the spin going to play a huge role. That's what you think. And in every venue, also I think I partly agree with him. I would still say maybe a or on Shriyanka. These are the three positions that are still a little dicey and maybe playing to conditions. But also the Indian pacers have not been in very good touch, which is where you want to kind of go towards your best bowlers. I mean, my question to you would be, do you see spin versus pace or do you just go with your best bowlers?
See, the captain actually alluded to this. I mean, a question was asked. Shondipan actually asked the captain about pace bowling all-rounder and is that a deficiency? And she said, no, Bharti is doing the job. But Kranti, sorry, she said Arundhati is doing the job. Kranti is doing well, and Bharti is also doing the job lower down the order. So that was her, answer. Arundhati is doing the job, etc. So she kept it fluid, and then Snehashish asked her about spin, and she said, all of them have a lot of experience, and we have a very good spin attack. So she alluded to Deepti, she alluded to Charni, she alluded to Shriyanka. I don't think mentioned Radha. She didn't mention Radha. These are the three players she mentioned. So clearly, it was evident that Radha is not in the scheme of things from what I understood. And also that the team is not yet sure about whether or not to go with one between Renuka or Kranti. But all of a sudden, she did mention Arundhati Reddy as somebody who is doing very well and is someone the team is looking at, because she said Amanjot Kaur is a miss. She mentioned that and then mentioned Arundhati Reddy. So to answer your question, yes, those couple of spots, one between the two pacers, maybe Kranti Gaur, or given the conditions, I don't see too much swing because it will be like this tomorrow, except there is cloud cover. Will that help Renuka? If without rain, you don't really know. So will they go with somebody who has less pace or somebody who has kind of decentish pace? That could decide. But spin will be the factor. We are seeing everywhere. Even the Australia match, the wicket was slow. If you see, some of the balls were gripping. The Australia, South Africa, the little that I saw in the giant screen inside, it wasn't a wicket which had a lot of pace. So right through the tournament, I actually do see spin becoming very, very important almost in every game.
Can you check the YouTube for me? It is stuck. Can you just check? Yeah, then I will switch off the Wi-Fi. Maybe that will help. Can
No,
say
it is absolutely clear.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now is it stuck because I switched off the
Yes, now
internet?
it got stuck.
Are you sure?
Yeah, see, it was very clear.
Okay.
No, wait, hold on.
No, it is stuck.
It is stuck.
Yeah, this is slower. Okay.
So what is happening?
No, in my phone I saw it stuck. That's why I switched off.
So are you switching the?
Yeah, I switched on the Wi-Fi. So it should be back. Yeah, it's back. I think. Just check. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
back.
there are a couple of super chats. You need to.
Yes, that's why I was trying to take them. Both have come from Denver Johnson. Denver Johnson, the Indian team have quality. Thank you first of all for the super chats. The Indian team have quality spinners like Patil and Cherney, but not world class material. This is what separates them from Australia, England, and New Zealand. And Denver has said, Trisha, the issue with the Indian team is they have it all and yet can give it all away. They lack the killer instinct. They need to work on this.
You want to take that address to you?
I don't know if they lack the killer instinct, but I do think that even now, under pressure, we seem to, if we lose the plot, if our plan A fails, we either do not have a plan B or plan C, or we take way too much time in deciding when is the right time to shift to that plan B or plan C. And that has been hitting us hard, even though, yes, we did seize the crucial moments and we did win a World Cup. But I think this is a persistent issue with the Indian team when the pressure is at its highest, when that moment is there to seize. Somehow, if we seize it, we are perfectly fine. But if we by chance miss it, then we don't have a plan B or plan C, and then we are lost, completely.
South Africa 2 down for 34 in 5 overs.
Yeah, Nadine de Klerk is there. He already hit 2 sixes. And most importantly, see, to be fair, as long as Laura Woolward is batting, also South Africa has now got batters in Marizanne Cap, Chloe Tryon, Kayla Reneke, even Sinalo Jafta Boriadar now can hit a quick 20 of 7, 8, 10 balls, which
going to
is
go down to the wire.
yeah, absolutely. It would be a very, very interesting game. Let's take a few comments. Boriada, Pile 2 world sets, Smriti Shafali, Harmanpreet, Jemmy, Richa, Fulmali, Deepti, Shreyanka, Cherney, Renuka, Kranti. A lot of people are seeing Snehashish when it comes to Yastika versus Bharti. They want a finisher in Bharti, then Yastika. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? And then I can go about saying what I think.
See, I can understand the thought process behind that, because I think in recent times, when it comes, that when the responsibility has come only, on Richa Ghosh's shoulders, I think on many occasions she has struggled. Yes, she is coming to this World Cup opener after a good score on her back, obviously against England. That is obviously a confidence boosting one. But over a long period of time, she has struggled with the bat. I think that is why I think fans are thinking that it will be good that she might get a little bit more support in form of someone like Bharti Fulmali. Though Bharti Fulmali also played one good knock in the warm up against West Indies, but overall she has not been managed to grab those opportunities, whatever she has managed so far. So let's see what the team thinks. For me, it will be very difficult for the team to decide to sit out someone like Yastika Bhatia. I think after making a comeback after a long time, the way she has batted, I know on many occasions still the strike rate questions have raised, but overall I think the intent that she has showed with her shots and the way she has batted, one of the very few Indian batters who are coming to this World Cup scoring few runs, and being confident. And even in the practice session we have saw that the way she is batting, confidence is there. She and I think Jemima, I think both of them, the way both of them are complementing each other, that is also a very good point. So I think considering all these factors, it will be a very tough decision for the management to decide. But if really team management also think that okay, we might need someone in the finisher role, then maybe they might also go for someone like Bharti Fulmali. But if you ask me, I am not seeing Bharti Fulmali in my playing level.
So I have to take this question. Riddhi 5560. Hello, quick message for Shourjani. I did read the reports. A lot of them loved all, but nothing beats my goat Trisha. So that's the comment for Trisha. Yes. And it takes a lot of hard work for these two to do what they do. Trisha has been working on this for donkey's years. And it takes a lot of rigor to master a subject. And Snehashish has also worked very, very hard over the last couple of years. So that gives me a lot of joy. There are a number of other questions. Pakistan fan here will be at Edgbaston tomorrow. What is the latest on Fatima Sana? She looked fine to us. That's what we said. Don't have a problem, Fatima Sana. She looked fine to us. Is there another? There's another super chat.
Yeah.
What is
From
the
Denver Johnson? Just read it. Yastika any day.
Yastika any day over Bharti? Better technique, confidence, and she's very much capable of the big shots. We've seen it. The running is an issue, though. You're right. Yesterday also at training, at practice, Yastika's shots were really going the distance. She looked very good. And by the way, she's one of our kids. Yastika for the longest time has been very, very close to us. With her guitar, she used to perform. I mean, she's done it multiple times for us on our shows and is one we have seen grow. She worked a lot with Kiran More when she mastered the big hits, ahead of the last. Then she got injured, unfortunately, the last time round. So one needs to see Yastika Bhatia fire. She's put in a lot of hard work, so I'd be very delighted if Yastika Bhatia gets her opportunity and scores runs.
Absolutely. And, yesterday when we were talking about Yastika, we forgot to mention this. Amol Majumdar said something which actually is very, very... it was very tough to hear that. It was in the camp when Yastika got injured. It was the last ball of that camp when she got injured. And Amol Majumdar said, we had certain plans before that camp. And he also said that probably that is the camp which won us the World Cup. Maybe Snehashish and I disagree a little because we keep saying, and we will keep saying that those 4 days at Indore won us the World Cup. But anyway, let's move on from there and say, think of this. You have a 15-day camp at Visakhapatnam. You do everything right. You tick every single box. The last ball that you're playing and one of your main batters get injured. And when I say main batters, Yastika as a backup keeper, Yastika as a backup top order batter was going to be extremely important. Thankfully, we probably didn't need her. Shafali came in. Had Yastika been there, I don't think Shafali would have come in. I think Yastika would have opened with Smriti Mandana. So while you can say, things panned out destiny-wise, but yeah. This is a very tough competition going on between South Africa and Australia. I don't know who will win. They also don't know who will win.
South Africa.
Okay, Snehashish knows who will win. Snehashish who?
South Africa.
You?
I feel South Africa too.
Australia. We are divided. This is also good.
Yeah, we are 2-1. 2-1 to South Africa. But it's very interesting that, when it's Australia, see, this is the reason that
Suppose Australia wins. What is better for India?
Australia, definitely.
Is better for India.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, so the logic is this, that if Australia wins today, so when India-South Africa happens, it's a do or die game for South Africa, not for us.
Acha, so the pressure is on South Africa.
The pressure completely is on South Africa. And we have seen under pressure, South Africa is vulnerable. But if South Africa wins today, then we carry that pressure to the Australia game. We also under pressure are not great. So, that's why we want them to be under pressure, then us to be under pressure. As simple as that. So I think South Africa winning makes it tough for us. But currently there's Laura Woolward who's still out there. There's Nadine de Klerk. And what... in the off season before the 2025 World Cup, Nadine de Klerk actually broke it down for us after her innings against India, that they specifically practiced, every single batter practiced the power hitting. And now if you look at it, Boria, the Sinalo Jafta was a walking wicket.
Yeah, correct.
Every day she's scoring the 20s, and it is not even about 20s, the 20s of 5-7 deliveries. Which is where, and Kyla Reneke, a solid number 7. She's coming at number 7. It's just brilliant, the side that that South Africa has put up. Australia, of course, always puts up a brilliant side. Also, why I want Australia to lose? The only reason why I want Australia to lose, because I don't want to see Beth Mooney opening with Georgia Wall. They have to learn their lesson. They are not going to get maximum out of Georgia Wall.
how good Litchfield played.
No, and the role reverses. No, if Georgia Wall and Beth Mooney comes out, Georgia Wall has to play like someone who she isn't. She has to be the aggressor, whereas Litchfield is the aggressor and Wall is the accumulator. But with Mooney, Mooney cannot be the aggressor anymore. She was never the aggressor. She can't be the aggressor anymore. So it straight away goes into Georgia Wall's court, and that is why she got out today. Fair enough. Today there are rest of the batters to score, but I think it's just a little. I want Australia to keep losing till they learn that they're being stupid. Somebody will come and abuse me for saying that they're being stupid after they win or something of that sort. But the truth is, from the even in the semi-final, some absolute bizarre decisions from Australia.
Yes, absolutely.
There's another super chat, Snehashish,
Yeah.
microphone. There's another super chat from Denver Johnson. Trisha is 100% right. From India's perspective, South Africa needs to lose because they crack under pressure. The Kangaroos don't. They, in fact, thrive under that. Yeah, that's what Trisha was talking about. I anyway think Australia should win from here on because this is a decent enough score. 170 from where Australia was at 1 point, 5 down, 4 down for 60.
Yeah.
And from there on to score 170, I thought was a very good recovery. Power play not has gone South Africa's way. So 125 of 78 balls, so more than 9.5 now. If Australia are able to squeeze and get Laura Woolward at this point or get a couple more, I do think Australia can sort of squeeze South Africa from here. And if South Africa loses, like Trisha said, then India will fancy. Once again, it's Manchester, by the way. Once again, it's Manchester. So South Africa will not have good memories there. India will want to sort of close that out. And then it's a two-horse race going into Lords. For India, that match has to be the killer one.
Yeah.
You kill that game, you are into the semi-finals. You don't want to leave it to Lords. You leave it to Lords, you've left it too far.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that in a World Cup because then the pressure will mount.
Absolutely, completely agree with the points. Now we'll head back to the practice, Boryada.
Correct.
Let's head back to the practice, and you can keep watching Rev Sports because there will be practice updates and there will be updates on everything related to the World Cup. Do keep watching, like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
हम लोग भी खत्म किया, आप भी आ गए.